You guys, welcome back to 3 a.m. Vanguard. You don't know how happy I am to say that. I haven't posted a video in a while because I've been busy. I've been doing work. I've been doing other things. So I've just been really busy, but here we are again, okay? We're still out here. We're still pushing through these start decks. And we got one more. I know that there's two more, but I'm only going to play one more because I got some other things planned. And for this one, we are playing Sarevsael. We're playing the Ketter's quick start deck. All right. This one is an interesting one. You know, like the rest of them have been, they're kind of simple. They're going to be like 4 attack decks at most. But we can do some interesting techs in this deck with a lot of the Ketter generics. If you played Vanguard, you probably already know what I'm about to show you on the deck profile. But if you're new to Vanguard, then you're out. Let me introduce you to something. Let me introduce you to the Ketter package. It's been on the video a couple times now, so you know I'm excited to get into this deck and fight. I'm excited to get into this deck because the next one, that is my favorite start deck. All right, so let's get into this deck profile. But before that, if you guys can please support the channel. I love making these Vanguard videos. The goal is to make a community of people that love playing Dear Days 2, to all communicate with each other and play with each other. So if you guys can just give me a like, comment, and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated just to boost up the channel. And with that, let's get into the deck profile. So this one is going to be a short deck profile because as you can see, we're playing the Ketter pile. Yes, we're playing the Ketter pile, bro. So most of these cards are gonna be pretty old to you guys because I played, how many Ketter decks I played on the channel? Only the one, but a lot of these are recycled. So we have the 4 Sarevsaels, the 4 T-Faults. They are the package. They are the heart and soul of the Ketter pile. And of course we have the 4 orders, the wisdom, which allows us to draw 2, call 2, and we usually want to call like T-Fault, Sarevsael, T-Fault, Soul Blast, get another thing. So that's what this deck aims to do every single turn, just blast out units from the deck. And we're also playing a lot of cards that help protect us or facilitate that style of gameplay in a way. But for our Vanguard, Sarevsael, I don't even know how to say this name. But if you guys type this into Vanguard, Dear Days 2, it will censor the name for some reason. I don't know because it's literally a Vanguard card, but it censors the name. Anyway, its ability has the same ability as all the other quick start decks, but this one, when it energy blasts 4, you can call a card from the drop. So with that recurability with this Vanguard, we can play less units and just hope on milling them and calling them from the drop. So this is our ride line, and let's go back to our grade 2 because the grade 2 is actually unique. So this is the Sarevsael grade 2. When this is rode upon by Sarevsael, choose up to 1 grade 3 or less unit from your hand, call it to rear circle. If you call the card, draw a card. So just calling something and then drawing something, that just allows us to pump things up. And then this is probably like the best generic grade 1 Ketter ride line target. Tranquilia. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 1 or less unit from among them, call it to rear guard circle, shuffle the deck. If you did not call a card, you may call this card to rear. So I reveal 3 different cards with 3 different grades, and then get to choose something from my deck, or if I don't, I call him. So it allows us to have early aggression, whether he whiffs or not. I'm getting a card to have some aggression with on my turn 1 and turn 2. This is our grade 0. So as I said, you know, this deck is pretty simple. It can do a lot of simple things, a lot of just like simpler. It's like baby's first Ketter deck. You know what I mean? That's what this is. Baby's first Ketter deck. It introduces you into what the Ketter pile is with T-Fault, Sarevsael, and the Wisdom order. It introduces you to the play style of calling things out either from the drop or from the deck to get extra attacks and more abilities and more power. And we also have the only other standout card is this grade 2 with the cape and the black. It's Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1 to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and call one. We use him to call him from the drop with our Vanguard, and then we can get a 5th attack, right? So if you can kind of cheese that, it's kind of cheesy. It doesn't work all the time because you're gonna not have a lot of soul because you're using it with T-Fault. But if you can cheese it and get that 5th attack, that feels great. So that's pretty much the deck profile. It's pretty simple, pretty fast. Of course, we're using the Keter SLOP package, and we're gonna let that carry us for the entire fight. So with that done, let's get into the fight. Okay, so we're getting into it and we're playing against SUBCRIBE. They just got some new support. That DLC, oh my god, I had to spend money on the DLC. All right, I had to spend money on the DLC. Set 8 had my boy Ufurk in it, had Magnolia in it. I had the new B hero in it. I had to do it, and also had some SUBCRIBE support. So I'm expecting to get hit with 5 attacks every turn, and for him to just do powerful columns on me and do all kinds of crazy stuff. But for right now, I'm showing you how this early game. So a lot of the Keter package relies on the early game because Sarevsael is just such a good early game unit. Being able to boost himself up to a 13k booster, make 20k columns, they're just really hard to guard. So if I got a crit right now, he'd be taking 2 damage just out of nowhere. And plus, I get to look at the top 2 cards of my deck and choose one. So, I mean, it's good card either way. Get our Bracing Ladder. Bracing Ladder doesn't unlock its full potential in this matchup because he's not gonna be able to, he doesn't have any retire skills or any skills that target any of my cards. So, I mean, there's that, but, you know, it's still a good order, especially in this meta with Bob Sagra. I just wanted to counter Bob Sagra because every time I run into that deck, I just get mollywopped. Especially since I've been playing these quick start decks, they cannot keep up with that. All right, they cannot keep up with that. So he's gonna tri-lane us here, and he's pulling out all the stops. He only has 4 cards in his hand though, which is good for us. And he just drew a card, so he has 5 cards in his hand. We're just aiming to just get him, kill him real quick. As soon as we get on grade 3, he's gonna be able to get on grade 3 faster than us because he went first, which kind of sucks. This deck does want to go first. It does have a preference, but we have everything in our hand that we're gonna need to carry us for the rest of the game. We have the Wisdom order, we have the T-Fault, and we already seen Sarevsael. We just need to see another one, and then we could just drop the Maple from the ride line because it's gonna come back when we Persona ride. So there you go. You see the grade 1 in action, and we're revealing the cards, and now we're gonna look at our top 5. So it's all triggers. That's terrible, but we get to call them out. So that aggression that the grade 1 has, we're bringing it back to him. So he's gonna try lane us. We're gonna try lane him. This is gonna be a very aggressive match. Like everybody's attacking, everybody's hitting on each other. It's gonna be a great match. So I called the T-Fault out on the side, and I'm just deciding, like, should I do the rear? Should I do the Vanguard? I'm kind of like whatever, right? We find Sarevsael, which is great for us, so we can filter out more cards. The more Sarevsaels we see, the better it is. And I'm pretty sure I put it on the side here just to boost up the Divine Sister, right? Yeah, because I don't need it on the Vanguard just yet. And the order allows us to use Sarevsael whenever. It doesn't matter, right? So even if we don't have more rear guards than our opponent, we still use Sarevsael. And there we go, the over trigger. We checked it too early, bro. We checked the over triggered way too early, but we get some nice aggression in. I'm going in with the T-Fault. This over trigger ability allows me to stand up the thing that I just attacked with. So that's why I chose the T-Fault to get the power. And now we're going in with Sarevsael, just in case he wants to guard or something, but he's probably going to take 4 damage in this turn. That's a 21k column with 2 grade 1s. Like, that's how powerful Sarevsael is. 2 grade 1s create a 21k column on his 10k Vanguard. Like, that's a super annoying guard. He has to take it. And he takes another damage. He gets a critical, and that's exactly why we attacked with Sarevsael and Divine Sister first, apart from the T-Fault, just in case he got anything. We could just blow past it with the over trigger. Get a Spiral Cutie to our hand. That's another great for ride deck, or for the ride cycler. But we're out of soul right now. And so that's when I run into some bad things about my deck building. Soul is very hard to come by. And as you guys saw, I'm not playing the grade 3 that's usually associated with these quick start decks. This deck does have a grade 3 partner, but I'm not playing it because I don't think it's good. It doesn't allow us to get an extra attack. The only thing it allows us to do is energy charge or counter charge, which could be useful in this deck, but I already have a grade 2 counter charger that I could just call back. And I don't know, I just don't really see the point of it. Like, we're playing so many cards that just does what the grade 3 does for cheaper. Like the grade 3, it counterblast 1 to look at the top 5. It's not even during the battle phase either, so we can't get an extra attack off of it. So instead, we're just maxing out on the T-faults because it does that exact thing, but for Soul Blast instead of a counterblast. Which I'm going to use my counterblast for other effects, like the actually get the 5 attacks off the top 3, or to get a Persona ride. You know what I mean? So for that reason, we're not playing the partner of this quick start deck. We're just foregoing them. And like, it's cool because in this deck only, in this quick start deck only, I feel like you have the choice to do that. In the other quick start decks, you pretty much were locked into playing that grade 3, and because it was just the best piece of support for you. But with the Keter package and the amount of cards that Keter has that just do a lot of the same things, you can forego it and make more original decks. So he's attacking us, he's going in, he's already on his Vanguard, it's going in with 2 crit. Are we gonna take these columns are pretty weak right now, so we just decided to guard them. The Spiral Cutie is not going to be used this turn, or yes it is, because I have Bracing Ladder. And that card that I just drew, that grade 1, unfortunately we don't get to use it in this game, but it's like it acts as a perfect guard if it's the 5th attack or more in this turn. So it's just like an extra perfect guard that I can call out from the drop zone at any point, right? So here's our grade 3 turn. He's on 3 damage with 7 cards in his hand. Like, it's looking good for us. T-Fault is going to gain 10,000 from having a lot more rear guards. We have Sarevsael with us. We have everything that we're going to need in order to pretty much destroy this guy. So we use the Spiral Cutie with the write up, and then we use the Bracing Ladder just to put it into the soul to use T-Fault again. And we have to call out another T-Fault because power reasons, and it was the only good unit that we had that we could check. That card, it does shit like I just never use it because it's so confusing to use. It was a little confusing for me. I'm dumb sometimes, alright? I'm dumb. But it does have text on it and it does do things. So as you see, the Sarevsael T-Fault combo is pretty dangerous. Like, this is without Persona Ride. It's crazy. And like, match the fact that we're gonna get Persona Ride every single turn. We're gonna guarantee it every single turn. Like, that just goes to 43. So he guards it. And Vanguard has a Guardian skill. But right now, all we want to do is down his defense, whittle down his offense, so we can just keep on attacking him and smacking him with cards from the back row. And with this, we call another T-Fault. This is going to be the strongest thing. Honestly, I should have called the grade 2 of the ride line. Some extra shield value, being able to protect myself from this turn, because the shield value in my hand is not looking good right now with all those other cards. And oh my god, he gets a heal. Oh my god, now we're getting nowhere. He's gonna get us again. Oh, we're just gonna hit the rear this time, right? Just to like knock things out of his deck. That's the goal. We're gonna knock things out of his deck. We don't use that because I don't have any Sarevsaels in my whatchamacallit, and I don't attack, right? I could have attacked, but I don't, since I want to give him less counterblast for his turn. So he has to have a choice whether he's going to use that mythage that attacks the whole row, or He's gonna use phase root for the 4 attacks. You see what I'm doing? I'm like, I'm kind of smart. Okay, and when you guys first saw these games, I wasn't doing any of that. I was just going face. All right, now I'm thinking. Okay, I'm thinking about these plays. I'm on a higher level of Vanguard. Okay, but the level still isn't that high, to be honest, because I should have attacked. I should have just got more cards out of his hand. He probably wouldn't have taken the damage, or he probably would have just to get the counter blast. Whatever. Point is that we're smarter now. Okay, we're playing these games a little bit differently. So he decides to go with the 4 attack instead of the mythage, which I don't know. I don't even know what the counter blast is used for, but I don't want to get hit too bad on this attack. I'm seeing if I can guard it. But if I decide to guard it, then a lot of cards will be taken out of my hand. So he gets a PG, he gets 2 PGs, and that's, oof, my heart sinks, bro. My heart sinks. Because I know that now I know for a fact that I cannot kill him this turn. And I need to kill him this turn. Like, this deck is a very, very fast style deck. It doesn't want to grind out games a whole lot, even though it could. Theoretically, it can theoretically grind out a lot of games just with having calling things from the drop zone that can guard, using your intercepts, which you'll always have intercepts unless they have retire build. But as you saw there, our hand is not looking that good for defense, and we had to use our Elementary Sanctitude. We already had to drop our only PG that we checked this turn. So the counter blast. We have 3 counter blasts, and we go in with the attack. So this is a Persona Ride. The Maple came back from the drop zone, which that's exactly what it's there for. Come back from the drop zone, and now we're deciding our attack pattern. It has to be kind of specific because I want to activate the Divine Sister card to put back one of my Sarevsaels from the drop and put it back into the deck and give the thing that I'm going to call out 10,000 power. But I'm not sure if I do that. I'm not too sure if I do that. But we get out another Buster Barrage. He has 4 damage left. We can do this. I believe in us. Okay? This is the power of the Keter package. The Keter SLOP. We're going to slop you down. Okay, it doesn't activate. So we're good. So he has 2 PGs. And I have to blow past that. So I know he has 2 PGs. I'm going to go for 5 attacks. This is the 5 attack play that Sarevsael can do. If you don't have any of the new stuff and you just rely on the old stuff, you can still do 5 attacks and we get it. Oh my god, our top 3 is trash. But it doesn't matter. Our top 3 doesn't matter. We can still do it. Alright, we're still doing it. We're calling the PG. We're going to hope that we gain some triggers so this 5th attack can actually do something for us. We need 1 trigger. God. No. We just needed 1. We just needed 1 and we could have won the game. We probably wouldn't have won the game. But damn. I mean, yeah, he could have guarded with the Guardian skill, but still. That's tough, man. That's tough. But we do the 5 attack play. Now we're just getting rid of the missing card just to bully the rear guard, because it has it can wipe out our rears, it can draw a card, it can do a lot of things now that it's on the field and it's just chilling. And Vase Root can hit us with 4 attacks. We have to survive. So we have 1 PG. That's all on the field. But we have 2 fronts. So those are 20k guards. And his hand is not looking too hot. He's not calling anything from the hand or from the order zone, but he has 19 cards in his deck. And all of them are probably triggers. He's been filtering hella hard. And so this is a tough turn. So he attacks with Vase Root first, right? To get power on all of his stuff. And he's only going to hit me with 3 attacks this turn. So that's good for me. So can I survive? Can I survive 3 attacks? That's the question. Go with the 1 to pass. Are we gonna go with the 1 to pass? Yeah, we're gonna go with the 1 to pass. That's it. That's all we need, because we need this for the other cards. And no. wait, he didn't do. Okay, wait. Okay, we can survive. We can survive. We can survive. Maybe we can survive. The two fronts. The two fronts that guards it. The two fronts that guards it. We can survive this. No, we can survive this. Two front guards, and then come on. I'm like watching this for the first time with you guys, and then I can get a heal right now. I get a heal right now. Like I definitely get a heal. I have to heal. I have to heal. Oh my god! If that was another Keter Sanctuary Vanguard that came out in the Divine Era, that I actually would have won that. All right, that actually would have been a heal, but that was the game, and it was a fun game. Okay, it was a fun game. I felt like I played pretty good in that game, but my opponent, he just played it a bit better than us. And Vaserug, you guys saw my opponent. The deck is interesting, has a lot of that bird thing, and but Sarevsael, it's consistent. It's definitely consistent, and I would say it's one of the better of the quick start decks. I would place it in probably the top 3. So we can go like my favorite one, also largest, and then Sarevsael, because it has that 4th attack, and it's super easy to do and generate the resources and do it consistently every single turn. And then, like I said, a lot of these quick start decks are free. They're open. You can play them any way, but the Keter package is by far the best way to play Sarevsael. But of course, if you want to add its grade 3 partner, you want to add other Keter cards that increase the amount of times you're calling from the deck, or amount of times you're calling from the drop, or whatever, you can do that. So it's a super flexible Vanguard, and that's why I like it, calling things out from the drop. You can play the hostage package if you wanted to, and it was just a really fun game. You guys saw the 5 attack play. I pretty much showed you everything I wanted to show you. So yeah, we have one more of these quick start decks after this, and then we are done. All right, after that, we're done with the quick start decks, and we can go on to our next arc. But until then, it's been 3 a.m. Vanguard. I hope you guys have had a nice time watching the video. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to support the channel. Anything helps. Hope you have a good day. Goodbye.